Okay, guys, what it is your girl Cadillac. I'm Cadillac Dixon. I'm the Drama Life Prison Wife. I'm the legally blind artist that is rapping and painting for justice. Oh, big girl, to find justice, to see justice, I'm sorry, before it all fades to black. Yes, it's your girl Cadillac. Anyways, coming through. Today is the 19th, May 19th. Yesterday it left off. I had a video that I was working on, and the name was, what is it? Anyways, it was basically what you think you know about wrongful convictions, but really, girl, you got no idea, right? Okay, so I'm gonna pick back up from where I left off because I knew I had a page of my notes missing. So here it is. Example. There are, and please go check out the first part. I'll link it in the description box below. Example, there are those that don't care about things such as physical environment, global warming, or reducing our carbon footprint. But that does not mean any of those issues affect us any less just because we are unaware or because it's an issue that we may not be concerned with. I'm just likening wrongful convictions that few are concerned with those issues. Just because we don't care, see the effects, or know it's happening doesn't mean it's not happening, and it doesn't affect you. It still affects you, whether you want to take account or not. Okay, here's another example, but one that directly concerns our system. We could think wrongful convictions are not our concern or that big of a deal because one has a slim chance of even being wrongfully arrested, let alone wrongfully convicted. I do have a story time about a man arrested wrongfully twice and about to be wrongfully convicted, except for he won his trial. Okay. Being wrongfully arrested, let alone wrongfully convicted. But for every take on an issue, there's also a flip side. Those that are law-abiding citizens have a far greater chance of having a crime committed against them than being wrongfully convicted. Sure, that is true. Most likely, I've already had crimes committed against me, never been wrongfully convicted myself. Almost, girl. Y'all already know the issue when I went to Visitation, where I'm like, I'm not gonna trust that. I don't trust none of that because I've seen somebody go down wrongfully. So you definitely ain't gonna get me like that. I can also link that in the description box below, the situation of why we lost our visitations together after raising our daughter together through prison visit for 20 years, how we lost our visits. And they laughed at us, told us to go head on. And it was just a whole issue. I can put that in the description box below. So it's real easy to get yourself caught up. Okay. Committed against them than being wrongfully convicted. And then because our system at its current heavily flawed form, the law-abiding is at its heavily flawed form, the law-abiding citizens may or may not get justice. In my situations, I did not get justice. Okay, for a crime committed against them or a loved one. That may not be so alarming on a low level, such as a dispute over a fender bender, and basically the cop calls it that you're at fault. And you know it's actually the company that happened with money. Her car was totaled. She lost. Now she's paying all this extra money because a company truck hit her, put her in the hospital. Because of that, because they were trying to pay for monies, pay for basically her having the baby, which makes no sense because they put her into labor, premature labor. They didn't leave any money available for her to get treatment. So she's walking around a year later, not even being treated for being hit by a 18-wheeler truck. And then the cop comes and sides with the company. Big companies seems like they always win. Is that type of thing. That's not really a wrongful conviction, but that's a wrongful thing that ran into altering a citizen's life. It's still the officer's call on a situation, and when they make the wrong judgment, basically how it can affect you. Okay, so in a low level, the officer just sides with the other party. But it does escalate from a petty theft. Someone could be accused of a petty theft. That was like Jordan, the chosen one, was saying how he was in a store and they was trying to say, it's you. You were the one that was walking around the store stealing and this and this and that. And he was like, they finally found the person who it was, but he could have literally went to jail for that and had charges. Of course, they wouldn't have been big charges, but still, altogether, why have a record when you literally did not do anything? You know what I'm saying? So it could be that small, and those happen quite often, right? Okay, a petty theft and the wrong person is arrested. Not too big of a deal to a person's, all the way to a person's loved one being AR'd or even outed. And in these cases, some of the cases with that I have covered, those detrimental situations being AR'd or outed, and the wrong person is picked up. The wrong person. And when they have the wrong person, and even the victim is saying, I'm not quite sure, and they're honing in, no, it has to, they're like in the case of Jimmy Dennis, the victim was like, no, I don't think, and she comes back later to say she was coerced into naming Jimmy Dennis. Yeah. Okay. And then just any random is arrested. Would you still then maintain the same stereotypical outlook on wrongful convictions? If the wrong person is arrested in this detrimental crime of your loved one being outed or AR'd, and it comes back decades later, you thought that part of your life had closed. It was over. You could put that behind you. You've done all this growth, all this counseling. You've moved past the event as much as you can, and someone comes back and tells you, we got it wrong. He was never arrested. It opens, it's tearing open the wound that had healed over. It took so long to heal, if not already healed, to somewhat get better with, to live with. And now it's ripped back open because y'all produced the wrong person. You gotta be kidding me. That means whoever, because of you, whoever did this to my family member is not caught. And they've lived, as my family member had to live with the scars of being AR'd, or did not live because they were outed. You allowed this person to live, and you arrested somebody else. It's like you just threw me something thinking, oh, case is closed, let's go head on. Like it gets that detrimental. And I think if we look at it from that perspective, because it was already said that approximately 10,000 a year are wrongfully convicted, right? That means we counted by 10,000. 2 years is 20,000, 3 years is 30,000, 4 years is 40,000 people wrongfully convicted. Those are 40,000 cases that do not have the correct person in prison or in jail or on papers for what was done against somebody else. Now, are you okay with that statistic? All right, guys, I got to run. I got to go join my workshop. Girl, because I was going to bed and slept all morning, but I got a little bit done. Hopefully today is an early day, and then I'll be back with you guys later. All right. Hope you have a great, wonderful day. Reach out to everybody you need to reach out to. Hug them. Enjoy them. Appreciate them. Because, girl, you never know. Y'all know that video I had, like I Never See You Free Again, that I played off of Alicia Keys, like I'll never see, like you'll never see me again. You never know when your last time with somebody is gonna be. You got to cherish whoever's in your life, and just make the most of everything. I'm not quite happy in my life, where my life is, but I do have to find happiness in the state and where I am. All right, and that's what I'm on a journey to doing. All right, guys, here's your girl. Here go Juju. I can get him that $10 for that thing.